Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Farcia, and as you can tell by the title, I got accepted into nursing school. Okay, so a little background information on me. I attended four-year university. I have a scholarship that covers my tuition. This fall will be my junior year and my first year in the nursing program. I chose nursing because of the pride and joy that I'll get from assisting patients to become the best and healthiest versions of themselves. And what can be better than that? Nothing's better than that feeling that you'll get at the end of the day after you just helped someone become the best version of themselves, the healthiest version of themselves. I also chose nursing because of the job security as well as how broad the field is. So as far as my nursing program, we had about 7 prereqs in order to apply to the program. It was English, I had to take biology, math, which I ended up taking algebra 1. I also had to take chemistry, 2 psychology classes, and anatomy and physiology. So my freshman year, it was really difficult for me because I had to get adjusted to college. I didn't know how to study. I didn't know what sources to utilize. I was just confused on everything. I ended up taking biology my first semester, and my very first biology exam, I failed it. I was so upset with myself. I was like, how you gonna be a nurse? You can't even pass a basic biology exam. So what I ended up doing after that, I honestly just used that devastation and frustration as fuel to be even better. So my school has free tutoring, and it's basically where they have students who aced that course tutor you. So I went to tutoring for about 2 to 3 days a week, and the more I went to tutoring, the more I realized that I was understanding the material. So my next exam, I ended up getting an 82 on my next exam. So I went from a 50% to 82%. I was so happy, and I continued to go to tutoring for the rest of the semester. So biology, I ended up getting a B at the end of the semester in biology. My psychology course that I took, I had a really good teacher. He wanted all of us to succeed in his class. He used different methods to teach us, like clicker questions, made sure he asked us questions during the lecture to make sure that we were paying attention and understood what he was saying. Like, he never just kept talking and just didn't ask us anything. So my psychology, I ended up getting an A at the end of the semester. In my algebra class, it was a algebra 1 class. It was really easy. I had a really good teacher for that as well, and I ended up getting an A. So that summer, I don't remember what class I took in the winter, but I do remember taking summer classes. I took English in the summer, and I took my other psychology class that I needed summer as well. And for both of those classes, I had really good teachers. Now, mind you, before I join any class, I make sure to look on Rate My Professor, so I know what I'm getting myself into. So for both of those classes, I had really good professors as well, and I ended up getting an A at the end of the semester in both of those classes. So as far as my sophomore year, that's when COVID and everything happened. It wasn't really difficult for me, especially with being online. I think it helped being online. Some of the stresses that being in an in-person class can cause, I didn't really feel that being online. So I think it wasn't bad for me. So sophomore year, I ended up taking anatomy and physiology, and I ended up taking chemistry, and I had a chemistry lab as well. So those are my last 2 prereqs that I needed to take before applying to the program. And I didn't realize how difficult anatomy and physiology really is until I started taking the class. when they say pay attention in anatomy and physiology, pay attention, because it is really difficult. And the amount of information that they want you to know and what they want you to know within a certain amount of time is really no joke. But I didn't really go to tutoring for anatomy and physiology because I don't know, it was just so much. I don't know why I didn't go to tutoring. I just didn't go to tutoring for anatomy and physiology. But at the end of the semester, I ended up getting a B in anatomy and physiology. And then as far as chemistry, I had a really good chemistry teacher. She did the same thing that my psychology teacher did as far as asking us questions during a lecture, giving us practice questions, all of that other stuff. So I ended up getting an A in chemistry, and the lab and lecture portion was combined together, and that's how they give you your final grade. So altogether, out of all of my classes, I believe that's 7 classes, I only had 2 B's and the rest were A's. And that did play a big factor into me getting accepted into the nursing program. Now, my program, it's a holistic admission process, basically meaning that they go off of your essay answers. They ask you questions and they go off of your answer, just trying to figure out who you are as a person and what makes you the best candidate for their program. So I don't remember exactly how many questions it was. It was probably about 4 questions, but the deadline for the program was in May, and I started my essay in February. So I started my essay in February, and I remember like one night I just opened my computer and I just typed anything that I thought of. I just typed it. I wasn't really trying to form really an essay to submit, but I just typed anything that I thought of, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna look at this later. Later ended up turning into a month and a half later, and I opened up my laptop again, opened up the Google Doc, and I read what I typed, and I was like, this is the best writing I've ever done. It's like God himself opened up my laptop, edited and revised it himself. It was really good. So after that, I was like, let me get a second opinion of this writing. So my school has like this English writing center thing where they have students who are like, I guess English majors basically, help you edit and revise your paper. So I did that, and the person who was reading mine was basically saying, this is so good, you don't need to do anything to it, they're gonna accept you based off what you wrote here, this is so good. So I was like, okay, hopefully I'm gonna pray about it, hopefully I got this in the bag. Now, I was thinking about applying to other nursing schools because I didn't want to put all of my eggs in one basket, but the way other schools are is they want you to take certain classes and prereq courses for their nursing program, and I didn't have the prereq courses and the classes that other nursing programs wanted, so I didn't want to just take a whole bunch of other classes and it's not guaranteed that I will get into the other nursing program. So I just stuck to the school that I ended up applying at. So I applied at the school, I prayed on it, and they told us in July whether or not we got accepted. And I remember I was doing hair when I got my admission letter. I was doing hair, and I just so happened to look at my notification, and it said College of Nursing, congratulations Marcia. I was so excited, and I don't know, the admission letter, it just basically let me know that everything that I've been doing the past 2 years, nothing went in vain, and like God is good basically. I didn't cry or nothing. I thought I was gonna cry. I was so happy. All of the sleepless nights, the studying overtime, cause I just feel like any major, you're gonna think like, oh my gosh, do I really need to be doing this? this for me? That's what I was thinking. Is this for me? Is nursing for me? Should I do it? But everything happens for a reason. God is good. So yeah, the admission letter just basically let me know like this is what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm just really excited about what's next for me, and I want you guys to follow me along on my journey through nursing school. Please like this video, comment any questions that you have, video topics. Please subscribe and share. Thanks for watching. Bye.